I was sitting here looking at these cards and I'm like, I think I need to actually create a warning for this video. So I'm going to type it and place it down the bottom. May contain there is something at the end of this video that could be a little bit R-rated. Okay, so I'll see if I can scroll down the bottom and we'll see if it goes a bit smaller. No, it's still big. Cancel. See if it works now. That's better. Okay, just to be socially responsible. There's a little message here on the outcome card, which, oh gosh, I got a few messages, but one in particular, I was like, do I share that? Yeah, I'm going to have to. It's part of the reading. Okay, so we go straight into the read. Now that we've got all that red tape out the way. And pre-warned, because I don't want anyone to be offended. That's absolutely not my intent, but there is something there from, it's quite a comical kind of message, but it's one that's coming through nevertheless. So your guides are who your guides are. So whoever the cross-watcher is of this, linking to a karmic third party, I'm getting some funky messages. This could be the sarcasm of your guides or theirs. Now, we have this person almost, how would I say? It's like knowing and having this revelation. You know, it's almost like when your intuition agrees with you. It's like, yeah, okay, we're going to tell you that you're right. Driving in a car, for instance, and you're thinking of a song and you chime into that frequency and bang, the next thing you know, that song is on the radio. It's this moment of complete clarity that not only did your fears or your intuitions align, but they come to pass, and it's quite baffling for this person. I do feel as though this person has been aware of this circumstance for a while, that the energy has been with another person, that the connection and the love for another person has been there, that, you know, they've been quite stuck, they've felt quite stifled, they've felt internally in prison in this circumstance. There are a few cards in here that are kind of giving me some, I would say, guidance that there could have been some witchcraft involved. It might have been, okay, I'm wanting this to swing my way. This could be manifestation. It could have been, you know, Wicca, whatever you want to call it. Going to a psychic and getting a reading. So it can be positive. It doesn't have to be just, hey, this person's out to get you. It does look to be that this person does have quite an, I would say, a good intuition, but they have this habit of actually ignoring it. So there is an angriness towards themselves for not honouring it. They might have even got clarity through some readings. This could have been going to a medium or an oracle of some description. It could have been reading a horoscope and having a revelation, but nevertheless, there were these downloads. Now, they may have been fighting in the name of love. Now, Archangel Michael, both in the past position, and we can interpret this in a few ways. That's been shown to me on this occasion. In a positive way, this could be the person actually saying, universe does have my back. Archangel Michael is bringing me what is correct for me. So when things go awry, when that happens and they return to that spirituality, they return to that belief system, it helps navigate them through. This also could be something where they feel because something hasn't gone their way, their hand is forced, even if their intuition is telling them to do the whole opposite, I do feel for some they're ignoring it and they're still going into trying to manipulate the matrix and the circumstance. Now, Archangel Michael does have a plan for these individuals. There is a requirement for healing to occur so that they can move forward into this new chapter. But it also does take cooperation. You know, many times when we experience a tower moment, 9 times out of 10, we're going to battle against it and try and stay stuck in a circumstance or keep that bridge up. When the end of the day, it appears to be that the bridge is coming down. Archangel Michael, you're working very closely with powerful Archangel who's protecting and guiding you through the situation. Now, this has gone to the past position. In the heart of it, the karmic third party has mediumship and you are a profound clairvoyant. Now, it's weird because even from a psychic point of view, I can directly tell you there are some people that will look at it and go, it's hoodoo guru. There's other people that will state, wow, what a gift, and various other connotations. Now, with great power comes great responsibility. And not always are you ordained to see just positive things. So it can be that with the theoretical gift comes visions and images and predictions that one would rather not see. And I feel this is something that has happened to the karmic third party. The crown chakra, it might have been opening up a portal and then realizing with it comes a whole lot more. They're saying more. Some of their nightmares could be coming to pass. Could be that psychically they actually receive such through dreams. This is going to, it's almost like and I've been through this myself, so I can directly relate. There was a point in time where on my twin flame path and through my healing and awakening, I became very angry. Because being a psychic medium, being a twin flame and a soul coach, why didn't I see that? And many times, and in the early years of my psychic development, especially because I've had it since I was a child, it was always remote viewing for other people and developing it. It could have been through cups and it would move to cards. I generally have not needed a tool to do such. It was through the third eye. It was visual. But when something occurred to me, you have to go through this forgiveness because there are some things that are preordained to occur in your life and it's not personal. There are other times we are just blindsided because we weren't tuning in. It's not like, I'll just tune into you every single day. No, we have 3D lives. So sometimes we can actually ignore the downloads. But I feel on this occasion, this person's having to go into, well, if I knew this, and I'll give you an example, it's like they're looking at the karmic cycle within this relationship and they're saying to themselves, how can I be angry at that person when I knew they were in love with another? That then was free choice for that person to go into. They knew there was a complication and they went in where angels were to tread. If this is just about healing, they still are needing to heal. And in order for them to move forward, forgiveness of that, forgiveness doesn't mean I forget everything you did. Forgiveness is I need to release this. It's burdening me. It's releasing. It's cutting those karmic ties. Many times when I stumble, I tend to say, okay, I need to do a bit of a cord cutting here. I have an attachment or I have a view of this circumstance and I really need to detach from this. I need to cut the cord of it. Now, for some, it may be that they had a tribe together. It could be that they were living together. They were hoping to grow old. Others, it can be that a family member is stepping in and supporting. They are feeling almost like they did have a connection. It's like they may have identified as a soulmate with this person. They also could be questioning, what did I do in a past life for this to be happening? They also could be researching twin flame path and past lives. And they're kind of wondering, does this apply to me? Sometimes, yes, it can, because there is a point in the journey where if this is a later on in life connection in a karmic sense, it can be, in fact, that they attract another twin in. Generally speaking, how can I explain it? The person involved in the circumstance with the other twin, their non-twin, they tend to be more ascended. And actually, it's like a simulation and a test. It shows you how far you've come. You do tend to feel as though, wow, this is like as dynamic maybe as my twin flame path. But this person is becoming aware of the connection. This person does have movement forward. Again, I do get very strongly desiring to get readings, researching it. Now, the ironic R-rated message that was coming through is that they wanted to go vegan, and it's almost like they were swearing off masculines for life. It's like, look, I don't want to be in no relationship no more. I'm going to become vegan, and it was sort of like a sarcastic undertone that was coming through. The other was derogatory comments towards the person they had the connection to. And this is because they're trying to go through this healing. I also see some that are thinking in order to, that the problem is maybe their image, the way they're looking, which does actually make a lot of sense because we do have Venus and Mercury retrograde and really coming into this place as we're, moving into the next month. It's almost like we're internalizing them, we're expressing them. And you do tend to get the good, the bad, and the ugly with it. After the fact, it's almost like, hey, I need to. And if this person physically believes the reason why somebody has left them is because of body images, it may push them in a direction where they're trying to emotionally deal with that trauma by taking their power back and addressing it. I do feel they're very, very sensitive at this point in time. I do think they're having a detox of toxic situations. And it's almost like they're swearing off relationships. I'm telling you, this person is really swearing off a relationship. I'll never do this again. I don't want to do this. They're also questioning whether their connection, their chemistry, the dynamics maybe that they had in bed, if it was the same. It's almost like a comparison. Some of them can be having nightmares about this. I'm telling you, they have tried at all costs to stop this. I mean, I can see the crystal ball. I can see the person swimming around it like fish. It's almost like they know that the chemistry between the feminine and the masculine is untamable. There can be a psychic that is telling them, and I don't feel it's me. I actually feel this is like going somewhere and getting a reading. I feel it's, and is this person a good psychic? I feel they're wise, but I feel they're quite blunt. I feel they are telling them quite matter of fact. This could be a person they go to quite regularly. And this person, from a heart-centered point of view, is almost coming in the heart chakra space and saying, well, I need to tell you something from the truth. These individuals have a connection from a past life. This is quite, you're entwining yourself in the circumstance and making it complicated for yourself. But there's also some home truth they're sharing with them, more than likely through their own personal perspective. And it is through heart and care. It's like, having empathy, maybe walking a mile in the person's shoes. But they're being very honest. They're not sugarcoating this. They're giving a brutal truth to the karmic third party. And it can be because they have quite a close connection with them, maybe as a clientele kind of point of view. But they're definitely not sugarcoating this. They're telling them where this energy is at and what they psychically see. Now, if you do want to book in, you can go to the link directly below. Otherwise, I will see you all next week.